Hello there and welcome. Now this is a frustration-free box. In this box there should be an Elite 2.0 Shockwave. Now why are we looking at the Shockwave in 2022? Well, the listing for the frustration-free Shockwave actually had me very curious because the listing claims that this thing has slamfire. Now back in 2020 when the Shockwave originally released, it did not have slamfire and it was extremely disappointing. So today, let's find out if they actually improved the Shockwave. Included in the box is the Shockwave itself, the 15-round drum, 30 Elite darts in 2 different colors, and the instructions. Installing the drum should be pretty easy. I think you just slide it in. I think that went in. It seems to be rotating. Now that we have the Shockwave out of the box, let's go over the blaster. The Shockwave has 3 tactical rails, 2 up on the top, and 1 right below the drum. Now right back here we do have a stock attachment point, and that is really awesome because the thing that annoyed me most about the Surgefire was the lack of one. And we do also have a barrel attachment point. To me, the rear grip feels really comfortable, but the front grip is not nearly as comfortable. It's pretty small, it's not nearly as nice as something you would find on like a Rampage. Operating should be pretty simple. Once you have your 15 darts in the drum, it is a pump action Springer, and we'll see if it has slamfire. That worked pretty well, but now let's see if it has slamfire. Oh, well, that's just disappointing. As you can probably tell, it doesn't seem like anything has been changed. When you hold the trigger down and pump the grip, it rotates the cylinder, but there is definitely no slamfire. That is a massive bummer. Very disappointing. Even though it seems like nothing has been changed and this is just the standard 2020 Shockwave, we may as well take it outside and see what the FPS numbers look like. Loaded up, I have the other 15 darts that have never been fired, so we should be getting the best performance possible. 47. 57. 63. 59. 66. 67. And 69. So besides a couple solid shots, that was extremely poor performance, very disappointing. Let's fire the rest down range. It is pretty windy right now, so we'll see how it goes. Some of those darts sailed very far, but others really fell flat, and that is probably due to the very inconsistent performance we are getting over the chronograph. Now I'm gonna head back inside and give my final thoughts on the Shockwave. So what are my final thoughts on the Elite 2.0 Shockwave? Overall, I find the blaster extremely disappointing. The lack of slamfire really bugs me in a blaster like this, and I was really hoping that they went back and gave this thing slamfire. The other really disappointing thing was the inconsistent power. My high was in the 60s, but my low was in the 40s, which is around a 20 FPS difference. That is a really awful variance between shots. So is there anything I actually like about the Shockwave? I do really love the customization possibilities with the Shockwave. It is way more customizable than the Surgefire. You have a barrel attachment point, stock attachment point, and 3 rails where the Surgefire only had 1. I also think the looks are really cool, but that's about as much praise as I'm gonna give this blaster. If you're looking for a pump action drum blaster, the Surgefire and the Turbo Advance are really cool, but I actually think the best drum blaster on the market right now is the Villainator. The Villainator does have slamfire and it has a 40 round capacity instead of 15. So those are my thoughts on the Elite 2.0 Shockwave RD-15. Thank you for watching and happy nerfing.